And it's like very intense pain. So I don't know if I had that, but on like a lesser scale. What do you think of my haircut? I did it all by myself. It was a lot of work. I'm huffing and puffing, I'm out of breath. Even though I identify as skinny, sometimes the breath just gets really bad. But what do you think? It's a little sharp number 2 pencil action going on. But I feel like it makes me look a little bit thin. Now I messed up on the side back here. I'll show you. Ouch! Don't judge. Okay, Ashley, here we go. I know I have a huge double chin. I used to be so attractive. I used to be so skinny, but just look. Okay, there's like a hole right here. Like right at the top. There's a hole over there, and also on this side too. I was trying to make it a nice wave, like a nice a surfer thing, but no. Okay. Today, we are going to do a couple private videos for those of you that bought them last night. We got 5 new signups on my Cameos. Thanks. If you don't know about that, click the link in the description. Go to cameo.com/Nikocado. I make a video for you privately, personally, and they're so much fun. And also, we're doing lots more meet and greets on Zoom. So if you want to do that, but after we're done doing Cameos, we're doing Carl's Jr. Now I'm trying to replica a video. Bam, here it is. Maybe Nick, you can show the thumbnail. I'm trying to redo this. Now this was 4 years ago, I believe. It was like, oh, brace. Oh, brace. Oh, brace. Oh, I was just about to say things have really changed since then. Oh, brace. Oh, brace. Oh, brace. Things have been changing. You know, my ability to squeeze has gone down the tubes. I used to squeeze real good. I used to squeeze. I used to be able to control the trap door. So things were going in and out. I could squeeze it and make it better for him. But now it's literally, you'd think that I get big old things shoved in there. I don't. I actually don't. I blame it on the government. So it's the government's fault that I'm loose back there. Okay, goodbye. We're doing Carl's Jr. And they better have boxes or I'm gonna be really upset. Boxes, because I'm gonna call this cheeseburger box from Carl's Jr. box. They were called like the $5 all-star boxes. Now, if they don't have them, I'm gonna be really upset because that's what I'm planning on doing. That's what I visualize in my head, people. So we have the box over here. We have cheeseburgers. Oh, the chicken tenders. The best thing from Carl's Jr., in my opinion, is their chicken tenders. Next best thing are their line of burritos. Well, it's one in particular, the one with all the onions and gooey-gooiness. I love their crisp crab fries. I also love their French fries. Their cheeseburgers, let me be honest, I've never been that huge of a fan. And I've tried all of them. And the only thing that really sticks out to me about Carl's Jr. is their breakfast. Have you guys noticed I only go to breakfast now? I get their hash browns, I get their coffee, I get their French toast sticks, which are very sugary, although Farmer Boys is better, but okay. Their burritos, their hash browns, their crisp crab. Oh, it's great. Orange juice, it's a great way to start the day. But I need to revisit their cheeseburgers because it's been years. And I feel like people out there probably really enjoy them themselves. So they're probably like, Nick, can you please have a Carl's Jr.? I see you somewhere. I know you're probably out there saying, Nick, when are you going to diversify your Carl's Jr. meals? So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. Cheeseburgers. We have to get my chicken tenders because I know those are always on point. And I also want to try something different today. Something I've never had from this restaurant ever. Now, I don't know what that might be, but I really want to try, you guys. I really want to try to do something a little different. So I have to figure out what that is, honestly. So without further ado, let's go get into the car. Now, here's the reason. I was just talking to a friend who said, Nick, you're always so stressed about driving. You don't like the drivers in Cantabotanese. Or even in Orlando. Listen, ooh, acid reflux. My body is ready. Why do you insist, Nikocado, on going out to get your food like a peasant? Now, on one hand, I usually do Uber Eats or delivery or Postmates or Grubhub or DoorDash. But that's only like 30% of the time, so that's not usual. I go out, or Orlin, I make him go out like a little servant. And here's the reason why. When I have these huge mukbang feasts, you know what happens? Oh, this is a little slippery. Let me put this in. You know what happens, everybody? Do you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. They forget stuff. It's too much to think about, too much to carry, too much to like try to control. So what happens is I order all this food and it's missing 10 or 20% of it. It doesn't bring me the sauces that I ask for. It doesn't bring me silverware. Maybe there's a certain item I need because I'm visualizing it for the thumbnail and the display, and it's not there. And you pay more, and honestly, I can get the food to my own apartment a lot faster than what they do. Because I have to go down to the lobby, it gets all cold, I have to look at all these peasants. Oh, it's Nikocado. Like, it's just, ooh, I don't like going down there. So that's why. I don't like having to do that, and I don't like knowing that I have to pay more for things not to be there. So that's the main reason. Now, it would still be this case here. So, that's why I opt to get my own food. Or I send Orlin out. And since Orlin and I are not together right now, I need to purchase a peasant. I almost said servant. This is really bad. I need a peasant, an assistant. Chop chop. Every great entrepreneur has an assistant. Do they not? They do. So I don't want to hear, oh, that's so horrible. No. This is business. I need hot food, lickety split. Everything needs to be there. Check. And Orlin will not check very well, which always made me very upset. You guys, I kind of look too pointy. I look really pointy. And also this is like a big, this is for fat people, this shirt, so it's a big neckline. I just look like a Oompa Loompa. Oh, can I say something for the record? I don't know if I should put this on the internet, but I kind of want to, so if something happens, at least I can document when. So, most people have skipped this part, they've already gone to the food. Hey guys, you guys are my biggest fans, you're listening to this. My tennis balls, if you know what I'm saying. My 2 tennis balls. The left one has been not strong, but very subtle, on and off, at random times. I'd say like once every minute, once every 2 minutes, and then I might go an hour or two with it and just not, and then it'll be like pulse, pulse, pulse. My left tennis ball, it doesn't feel good. And I was looking on Google and they say you should never do that because you'll tell yourself you have something that you probably don't. And you guys go, I'm so scared of doctors. Oh, I'm so scared. Now, let me also tell you as well, the moment I felt for this for the first time was not, oh, it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday that I felt it for the first time. So it hasn't happened that long. It was yesterday. But it lasted all evening. I woke up this morning, it was still hurting. I'm like, ooh, let me get a nice hot shower, kind of let things loose. I was preoccupied today, so sometimes when you distract yourself, you don't really notice pain or little like underlying discomforts. So I didn't think about it for a couple hours. I was filming a collaboration video, and then now I'm back in the hotel. I definitely feel it again, and it's like on and off, and it really freaks me out. So it's been a full 24 hours. Now let me tell you what I was doing right before I noticed. Well. You know when you have to like shuck the corn so you can eat it good? It requires a lot of like peeling and like movement, and you kind of have to just like go at it to get all the little strings out. I was preparing corn for dinner. Okay. And it was a little too much, too many times over and over. That I'm used to, honestly. I can go over, and or they used to call me the Russian locomotive, just steam engine, Russian locomotive. So the routine I did right before I noticed this at that time, in that moment, I've been in that routine for years. I love, I'm consistent in that way. It's the only sense of relief I get from all this work. And so I figured, oh, okay, it's already been like 5 times today. Let me just, maybe that's all it was, six times. It was 6 times today. Let me just kind of like cool it off. So today I haven't done it at all. No corn today. No peeling the corn. I haven't peeled any corn today. hasn't improved. So I'm kind of putting that out there. Oh my God, please don't let this be serious. Sometimes it can just be a little fluke. Sometimes it can be related to that, but sometimes it could be another thing that will heal on its own. And sometimes it can be very serious that only surgery helps. Oh, that scares me. Now, I did feel to see if some, you know how corn is like evenly smooth, and then every once in a while you'll get a janky corn, it'll be like one kernel sticking out like a bump. So I felt for bumps, okay? I didn't feel any like abnormal lumps in my corn on the cob. Yeah, so it's a very scary feeling, actually. Sometimes I say to myself, is it diet related? I don't know. Is it just from being too big? Maybe I've crushed things down there. So I'm just putting that out there into the YouTube world so that I can document the day that I knew. It was last night, which was 24 hours ago. It's currently 9 p.m. and I'm hungry. It was actually earlier than that. It was like 4 p.m. So it's been over 24 hours. I'm gonna give it another day or two, and I'm also not gonna shuck any corn or peel it back, and you know, which is so hard, by the way. Hard to do. It's really hard for me to do. I love it. It's a ritual routine. You floss, you brush your teeth, you do your fluoride mouthwash, you get ready for bed, and then right before bed you say your prayers. And you take care of the corn. So I'm kind of like really not okay. Just throwing that out there, and I'm being serious. I'm not being funny. I'm sure most people aren't even listening to this part. So I know for me, Carl's Jr. video was the day where it was like, ooh, 24 hours. And it's like, it's so subtle. It's not like right now, like, I think I know, because I know it's so subtle. And also I suffer from hypochondria. I have psychosomatic disorder. I always have. So sometimes I'm like, oh, it's there, and then I'll tell myself, and it'll just hurt because I'm thinking of it. But when it does hurt, it's very subtle. It's very subtle. And when I was reading symptoms about the really intense stuff, the really scary stuff that you need to get surgery for, it's like constant. And it's like very intense pain. So I don't know if I had that, but on like a lesser scale, that might develop or go back to normal. I don't know. It could be one of those other things. I mean, Google can really scare you, so I don't. Most people do not go pay hundreds of dollars to go see a doctor over every little oops. Remember my foot like a couple weeks ago? I felt like I was having, what was I having? It was like throbbing in my foot and lasted like 2 days. Ooh, see, now I feel right now. Ooh, my tennis ball. The left one. And the scary thing is that everything you read says it will always be the left one for any type of the issues. So it's like an actual issue. But yeah, the whole foot thing, I started eating lots of grapes, which are supposed to like, what do you think of my haircut? I did it all by myself. It was a lot of work. I'm huffing and puffing, I'm out of breath. Even though I identify as skinny, sometimes the breath just gets really bad. But what do you think? It's a little sharp number 2 pencil action going on. But I feel like it makes me look a little bit thin. Now I messed up on the side back here. I'll show you. Ouch! Don't judge. Okay, Ashley, here we go. I now have a huge double chin. I used to be so attractive. I used to be so skinny, but just look. Okay, there's like a hole right here. Like right at the top. There's a hole over there, and also on this side too. I was trying to make it a nice wave, like a nice a surfer thing, but no. Okay. Today, we are going to do a couple private videos for those of you that bought them last night. We got 5 new signups on my cameos. Thanks. If you don't know about that, click the link in the description. Go to cameo.com/Nikocado. I make a video for you privately, personally, and they're so much fun. And also, we're doing lots more meet and greets on Zoom. So if you want to do that, but after we're done doing cameos, we're doing Carl's Jr. Now I'm trying to replica a video. Bam, here it is. Maybe Nikki can show the thumbnail. I'm trying to redo this. Now this was 4 years ago, I believe. It was, oh, brace. Oh, brace. Oh, Brace. Oh, I was just about to say things have really changed since then. Oh, Brace. Oh, Brace.